Hi guys, this is Shahid. Now we're going to see what is ecology and ecosystem. What is ecology? Ecology is a scientific study that living organisms have with respect to each other and their natural environment. Under ecology, what we study? Under ecology, we study various ecosystems which are a part of a biosphere. An ecosystem includes all the living organisms and non-living components that are found in particular places. Food chain. What is food chain? Food chain shows the feeding relationship between different living things in a particular habitat. Food chain shows how energy is passed from one to another, from sun to the producers, from producers to consumers, and from consumers to decomposers. So food chain shows how energy is passed from sun to the producers, to consumers, and consumers to the decomposers. In any ecosystem, many food chains overlap. When this happens, the food chain forms the food web. Grazing food chain. Types of food chain, there are mainly two types of food chain: grazing food chain and detritus food chain. First, we study grazing food chain. What is grazing food chain? The grazing food chain includes the producers and consumers, their cycle energy from living plants. The main difference between grazing food chain and detritus food chain is that the grazing food chain contains living organisms and the start from the living things, while the detritus food chain cycle energy from non-living things. So the grazing food chain includes the producers and consumers, their cycle energy from the living plants. The detritus food chain cycle energy from non-living remains of both plants and animals, also called detritus. The grazing food chain has a number of steps that start with the producers or the plants and flows through series of levels of consumers. It starts from the producers and go to the producers, go to the consumers, primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers, and so on, and last to the decomposers. At each steps, only about 10% of the energy is passed up through this chain, and the rest is passed back into the atmosphere as heat through breathing and decomposition. This step we see in the next slide in the detail, how it is passed and how it is lost energy. In the first step, plants convert the sun energy to the chemical energy through the process called photosynthesis. The chemical energy is stored both as a food and structural element in the plants. This we can see solar radiation. This much of energy is produced by the solar radiation, and out of this only 111 gram per centimeter square per year is utilized by autotrophs. So only 10% is passed from solar radiation to the autotrophs, and from this autotrophs only 10%, around 10% is passed to the herbivores. Same carry the further. So it lost energy in not utilized energy, respiration, and decomposition. The next step involves the primary consumers, animals that eat only plants. As step 3 are the secondary consumers, also called predators. These animals eat primary consumers. At step 4 are tertiary consumers that eat secondary consumers and sometimes primary consumers as well. Next is detritus food chain. Detritus food chain cycle energy from non-living remains of both plants and animal. The detritus food chain is a system where the energy produced by the breakdown of dead plants and animals matter is cycled into the grazing food chain. Detritus organic matter formed by decaying animal or plant tissue or fecal matter. What is detritus? Detritus is organic matter formed by the decaying of animals and plants. Detritus eaters or detritivores such as insects, worms, and other small organisms feed on dead plants, waste product from animals, and dead animals. Decomposers are fungal or bacterial organisms that work within the dead materials to help break it down, activating decay and decomposition. This important part of ecosystem takes the last of the energy that was originally absorbed by the plants and returned into the soil. This is the example of detritus food chain. It starts from the dead organic materials and then eaten by woodlouse and then eaten by blackbirds. This food chain is very short. Characteristic of detritus food chain: primary source of energy is dead organic matter, as we saw. So it called detritus, which are fallen leaves, plants, or dead animal bodies. Primary consumers are detritivores, including protozoan, bacteria, fungi, etc., which feed upon the detritus saprophytically. Detritivores are in turn eaten by secondary consumers such as insects, larvae, nematodes, etc. Detritus food chain are generally shorter than grazing food chain. In nature, detritus food chain are vital as the dead organic matter of grazing food chain is acted upon by the detritivores to recycle the inorganic elements into the ecosystem. Detritus food chain are generally shorter. As we show in the grazing food chain, it starts from the producers, then primary consumers, secondary consumers, and last to the dead decomposer. Here it starts from the dead organic materials and last in the 3 step. So it is shorter than the grazing food chain. This was the food chain. Start from the producers, then primary consumers and secondary consumers. Here producers is grass, primary consumers is herbivores, and secondary consumers is carnivores. Grass eaten by deer, deer is eaten by lions. This is the example of food chain. Food web. What is food web? Food webs are food chain that intersect each other. Food webs are what really happen in nature. A predator from one food chain may be linked to the prey of another food chain. We can see here, this shows how many of the food chains. Here we see the one food chain. We take up one food chain. Here the plants eaten by goat and it is eaten by jackal, and jackal is eaten by lion. We see the next food chain. Mouse is eaten by rabbit, rabbit is eaten by wildcat and lion. Here we can see jackal is connected to the lions, and wildcat is feed rabbit and mouse also. So the point is that the predator from one food chain may be linked to the prey of another food chain. Next topic is ecological pyramid. It is also called as Eltonian pyramid because Charles Elton is a developer of this ecological pyramid. An ecological pyramid, what is ecological pyramid? Ecological pyramid is a graphical representation designed to show the number of organisms, energy relationship and the biomass of an ecosystem. As I told you, they are also called as Eltonian pyramid after the Charles Elton, who developed the concept of ecological pyramid. Charles Elton in 1927 developed the concept of ecological pyramid, and what he said, who noted that the animals at the base of the food chain are relatively abundant while those at the end are relatively few in number. We know what is in the base. Base are the producers are small, larger in size compared to the decomposer or last consumers, tertiary consumers. Producers, as I told you, producers usually plants from the base of the pyramid with succeeding level above representing the different trophic levels, respective position of the organism within an ecological food chain. Succeeding level in the pyramid represent the dependence of the organism at the given level on the organism at lower level. There are mainly 3 types of pyramid: pyramid of number, pyramid of biomass and pyramid of energy. This was the food chain. Primary consumer, producers, primary consumers, secondary consumers and tertiary consumers. Pyramid of biomass. Biomass. What is biomass? Biomass is the mass of living biological organism in a given area of ecosystem at a given time. Renewable organic living material. A pyramid of biomass is representation of the amount of energy contained in biomass at different trophic levels for a particular time. It is the amount of energy in the form of biomass. It is measured in gram per meter square or calories per meter square. This demonstrates the amount of matter lost between trophic levels. Each level depends on its lower level for energy. Hence, lower level determines how much energy will be available to the upper level. Also, energy is lost in transfer, so the amount of energy is less higher up in the pyramid. As we show that the base of the pyramid is created by the producers, then upper level is a primary consumer, then secondary consumer, tertiary consumer. So primary consumers depend on the producers, secondary consumer depends on the primary consumers. So it depends on the lowest level. There are mainly 2 types of biomass pyramid: upright and inverted. An inverted pyramid is one where the combined weight of producers is larger than the combined weight of consumers. An example is forest ecosystem. Next type is an inverted pyramid, is one where the combined weight of producers is smaller than the combined weight of consumers. An example is aquatic ecosystem. This is the example of upright pyramid of biomass, forest ecosystem, and this is the example of inverted pyramid of biomass and aquatic ecosystem. Pyramid of number. The pyramid of number represents the number of organisms in each trophic level. This pyramid consists of a plot of relationship between the number of herbivores, primary consumers, first level carnivores, the second layer carnivores, and so forth. This shape varies from ecosystem to ecosystem because the number of organisms at each level is variable. Types of pyramid of number, there are mainly three types of pyramid of number: upright, partially upright, and inverted pyramid. And aquatic ecosystem is the example of upright pyramid, where the number of organisms become fewer and fewer higher up in the pyramid. Forest ecosystem is an example of partially upright pyramid, as fewer producers support more primary consumers, but there are less secondary and tertiary consumers. An inverted pyramid of is one where the number of organisms depending on the lower level grows closer toward the apex. A parasitic food chain is an example. This is the example of upright pyramid of number in the grassland ecosystem. Inverted pyramid of number, and spindle shape is a partially upright pyramid of number. Pyramid of energy. Pyramid of energy is always higher up in always upright. The pyramid of energy represents the total amount of energy consumed by each trophic level. An energy pyramid is always upright, as the total amount of energy available for utilization in the layer above is less than the energy available in the in the lower level. This happens because during energy transfer from lower level to higher level, some energy is always lost. So pyramid of energy is always upright. Thank you.